Okay, I just wanted to discuss what's been happening to my dog. I've got a little Chihuahua. I've only had him like 1.5 years, but in recent months I've been noticing like his like urine. Like he's like about 3 or 4 times the amount what he normally spill, or like he'd do a lot more feces. Like ridiculously large, and it's been happening for quite a few weeks. Um, and like it's just like ridiculous amounts, and then he'd go on like other patches where he'd be like back to his normal size, which would be probably about that big, like 3 little bits. And recently I've been so fed up of cleaning it, been taking him out to on his first day today, where I've took him out all day, and just I noticed there was a big dollop at the back of the settee, which shouldn't be there really, and it was a human-sized poop. And I thought, hang on, is there something happening like alchemy? And I says, did you do that to my daughter? He went, no, I wouldn't do anything like that. It really smelled like human poop. And then there was like in V2K, sort of quiet. And I know that can mess with like the elements and stuff. I recently had a cat that died as well in January of a massive tumour. It's nearly as big as his body, and they've said that they've cast spells and stuff on my pets. And also my Chihuahua has been like howling, like incessantly, like of a night. And like I literally like focus on him and like give him a hug, and he goes quiet. So I'm wondering whether they have put him on V2K as well, because they can do that with pets. They can capture their brain frequency and torture them. That's as far as I know. Something really strange is happening with him, and then he goes normal for a bit, But I'm more or less feeding him the same amount, a small sachet a day, twice a day. So there's something very peculiar going on, and I'm wondering if anyone that has had any experience with like things being produced out the blue, in the homes. I know some people go on about like things being moved about, but I know that they are in an alternative realm where they can actually mess about with your world in an invisible way. So I'm just questioning this, and they are using sorcery on an exponential level in V2K, like it's sort of always on kind of technology. And I know the Hadron Collider's got a lot to do with it as well, what God's dropped. I was managing to fight them back in V2K because I thought that would frighten me to death. But God, has been really impressing on me, to try not to take it in your own strength, to get your own back on, leave it to me, him. And like he's been literally fighting in the V2K. These people who are oppressing me, they're doing all sorts of stuff all day long, trying to take my breath away, trying to strangle my waist or my neck, like raping. And I'm not the only one. There are, like many people that are being kept in their place by these high-end sorcerers. They have to do sorcery themselves to please their masters, to stop getting tortured. But God says, trust in me and this will come down. It ain't easy because they do affect your world. They can break things and throw things at you and stuff like that. But God's told me that, I'm teaching you to fight because, like for the new status that you're going to be put into, which is like a queenship, you're going to have to learn to handle these people if they take pops at you. Because like these, like as I says, like the seed of Cain, like they know all this stuff of alchemy. And, they're the ones that gain a lot of interest by controlling people. I think our governments and celebrities and stuff, via sorcery means they haven't earned a penny of it, and rank evil. It's part of their regime to take things that they shouldn't, and that includes like the women, the Jezebels, who like taking husbands and as many men as they can get, you know, and they like torturing them for a hobby. And Madonna is one of those kind of people that are coming to fruition, you know, with their depravity. I just hope that she goes through God eventually, because she's in deep trouble if she don't. Yeah, and God says to them, he talks back to them, he says, you'll have more zeros wiped off your balance. So, you know, like things are going on in a fight, you know, whether, I know that God's got an accomplice, I think it could be even Satan, because he's under his feet, you know, like he lets him out like a wolf to devour these people, you know. Satan is not in control, God is in control of Satan, you know, so these people have got to learn that they can't mess about, you know, with this sorcery, because they don't know what they're doing, and they use it for their own amusement to control. And I get this feeling he's going on about like handing it back to the Jews, you know, the proper Orthodox Jews, not the sorcerer Jews, the demonic ones. And as I say, like, I'm part of that family. He says that I'm considered a Jew in his eyes. The Orthodox poor, he calls us. And like he wants, you know, basically to rely on him to deliver the punishment, or, you know, like the realm back. I mean, it's my ambition to live amongst, you know, my own kind if I'm brought up. I want to be ordinary, but extraordinary, you know, like I just want a normal house, you know, just normal life, and like to work with people. I know that's probably a bit extra for now, but anyway, it's to do with the dog. So I'll keep you posted on stuff that may be happening to him. If you've experienced this, any comments would be great. Thank you.